From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go!
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shannon, like 25, 22. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
50, 25, 53. Hey, watch your leg. Hey, bye-bye. Watch twins.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Come on, let's go. Check 31, check 31.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Let's stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow. Check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. Chopper. 45-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson, 30 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And again, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here 1st half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Caught by Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down, ready, line 25. 53, line 53.
On first down, Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check, 53, double dog, that's the way. 21. He's got line, 25.
Ryan. Complete to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They run. Devontae Freeman. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, 15. Hey, watch the ship. Echo. Right. 45.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And marking down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yellow, 180. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hatch it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 29 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream, one you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Freeman again. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Mahomes to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. After the interception, here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 85 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Allen Bailey, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. A big 30-yard play on third.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mahomes now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Williams. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third, eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now here's Mahomes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
45. Mike, 45.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Allen Bailey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.